Hello friends, I am Dr. Rajni Gaur and from my subject Gender, School and Society going to deliver another lecture from Unit 2 Gender Studies and Paradigm Shift on the topic Socialization Theory. This theory was in vogue from 1970 to the beginning of 1980s. Human being is a social being and he develops in a society. To follow the social norms and to follow the ideals of a society is known to be the process of socialization. There are various elements which affects socialization, and these elements are heredity, family environment, social environment, school environment, cultural activities, effectiveness of mass media, peer groups and friends, opportunities of social interaction, opportunities of self-expression, social norms and traditions, and governing system. There are different types of socialization. The first one is primary socialization. It takes place in the early years of life of the newborn individual. It takes place in family. Primary socialization refers to socialization of the infant in the primary or earliest years of his life. It is a process by which the infant learns language and cognitive skills, internalizes norms and values. The infant learns the ways of a giving, grouping, and is molded into an effective social participant of that group. The norms of society become part of the personality of the individual. The child does not have a sense of wrong and right. By direct and indirect observation and experiences relating to wrong and right things. The primary socialization takes place in the family. Next is secondary socialization in peer group, and it happens in peer group in school. The process can be seen at work outside the immediate family in the peer group. The growing child learns very important lessons in social conduct from his peers. He also learns lessons in the school. Hence, socialization continues beyond and outside the family environment. Secondary socialization generally refers to the social training received by the child in institutional or formal settings and continues throughout the rest of his life. Third one is adult socialization. When person enters into new roles of various relations in the adult socialization, enters roles, for example, becoming an employee, a husband or a wife, for which primary and secondary socialization may not have prepared them fully. Adult socialization teaches people to take on new duties and responsibilities. The aim of adult socialization is to bring change in the view of the individual. Adult socialization is more likely to change overt behavior, whereas child socialization molds basic values. Next is anticipatory socialization. Anticipatory socialization refers to a process by which men learn the culture of a group with the anticipation of joining that group. As a person learns the proper beliefs, values and norms of status or group to which he aspires, and he is learning how to act in his new role. Next is resocialization. Resocialization refers to the process of discarding former behavior patterns and accepting new ones as a part of a transition in one's life. Such resocialization takes place mostly when a social role is radically changed. It involves abandonment of one way of life for another, which is not only different from the former but incompatible with it. For example, when a criminal is rehabilitated, he has to change his role radically, and when daughter-in-law comes and in-laws tries to change her according to their family. Socialization can attain speed only when child get more and more opportunities for social interaction. Sexist attitude towards girls was that they perform poorly in masculine subjects like maths and science. Therefore, they cannot attain higher intellectual level, but it was rejected by feminists. The socialization theorists think that girls, to achieve higher academic performance level like boys, if teachers and guardians give them proper opportunities, socialize them to think that they would not be able to perform well in different subjects. Teacher should not possess a discriminatory attitude towards girls. They should be given gender-neutral education and which can be imparted by school. Compensatory programs are to be held in order to encourage this type of socialization in which women roles models are invited and science and maths workshops are to be held for girls, etc. Cooley's given glass mirror theory or looking self theory says that society acts as a mirror to an individual. Judgment of a society helps to develop the self-concept of a person, and person tries to develop according to the social perception. Sigmund Freud also contributed a lot in this field. Sigmund Freud gave his theory, which also revolves around the socialization process of a child. The American psychologist George Herbert Mead went further in analyzing how the self develops. According to Mead, the self represents the sum total of people's conscious perception of their identity as distinct from others, just as it did for Cooley. However, Mead's theory of self was shaped by his overall view of socialization as a lifelong process. Thank you, friends. Hope this lecture helps you to understand the socialization theory. Thank you.